Hey guys, it's Opie here for another video. Today's video is about Longtail Pro, and if you haven't heard about Longtail Pro before, it's a keyword research tool, but think of it as the Google Keyword Planner on steroids with much more functionality. So that's the receipt that I got from JVZoo, and it's back in 2015, and I use this several times a week, if not more, to for my business. So this tool is valuable if you're a freelancer, if you're a local marketer, if you do affiliate campaigns, pretty much anything that that anyone who needs to do research on keywords or profitability of keywords, which keywords are worth ranking on and spending time on, you need this tool. Obviously, there are other tools that are out there that are great that I've used before, such as Market Samurai. I've used that for many years, and so Market Samurai and Longtail Pro, I basically bought these around the same time, and they were both great. And all of a sudden, they both stopped sort of working. The Google API wasn't coming in, and I gave up on both of them for several months. And they were both the desktop applications at that point in time. Then then Market Samurai decided to sort of ditch Google in terms of their data supply and went with Bing. I don't know if it's what they're doing at the moment, but that's what happened at the time. Longtail Pro, however, ended up fixing things, and they've gone with a web-based application, so a SaaS application, which is software as a service. So you don't need to install anything on your desktop anymore. It's all available on a cloud, as in all available on your browser. And their API is still with Google, which is great, right? Because obviously the Google is the mother of all data sources as far as search engines are concerned. So before I ramble on too much, let me give you a quick demo, right? So I'm going to start a new campaign. I'm going to call this... I'm doing a bit of research on Australian credit cards. So let me just do Australian credit cards. I can add a domain name there, but at the moment I'll leave that blank. I'll say credit card offers, credit card with bonus points, balance transfer deals, Amex special, Amex bonus, well, that's probably not the best keyword, but all good. I'm just going to use that as an example. So for each keyword, I want at least, so each key, actually, so I can only put in 5. So for each seed word, the root word, I'm going to get additional 20, right? And I can set this to the US or whatever, but because I'm doing an Australian one, I'm going to change the country to Australia. This is why it works great, especially if you're a local marketer. You can actually drill down onto the country like I did now. So let me quickly go through the columns here. The first column is a proprietary algorithm that Longtail Pro has, which is it's basically the keyword competitiveness. So it's working out the keyword competitiveness now. I'll filter that in just a second. The other one is volumes, obviously, the bids for it, how competitive it is. Obviously, if it's got 3 bars, it means it's really competitive. How many words it has. Rank value. So say you're researching a product such as a big screen TV, and you know that it's X amount on Amazon or whatever. You can actually go in there, change the value, and for each keyword that you put in, it'll actually give you a value of how much it's going to make you each month. The language and the country, or the location that you've chosen. So all the data actually comes really quickly, except the AC, which can take a little bit of time because it obviously has to do the calculation state. So let me quickly... actually, I can't even sort at the moment. Bear with me. I'm just going to pause this video until this data comes through, okay? Alright guys, so rather than me waiting for that data to come up, I'll actually just show you another example, which is VPNs that I researched before. So I've got a whole bunch of numbers here from 0 to 100. Higher than 35 is considered fairly competitive. So especially if you've got a new blog, or something that you're trying to rank for, go for items under 35. But I can sort by pressing this button, press it again, and it's giving me a couple of, actually more than a couple, several keywords that I can actually rank for, which is great, right? So obviously try and stick with the green ones. I'm not going to go through all of these details because in the boot camp here, it goes through everything anyway, so I'm not going to go to in that much detail, but I just sort of wanted to tell you or show you, this live in action on how good it is. The pros of this is it does pull the data from Google very quickly. The only thing it does take a little bit of time is the average KC, which is a keyword competitiveness. Other than that, it's quite quick. It is a SaaS application. As I said, it's web-based, so you don't need to install anything. I'm not sure if that's a benefit to you or not, but for me it is, because I can, as long as I've got an internet connection, which I do most of the time, it'll work for me. You can export this as a CSV file. So if I didn't like any of this, I wanted to export it, I just press the export button and it downloads straight away, and I can play around with an Excel and actually just muck around with it that way, which is awesome. You can do a deep dive into this. So say I wanted to sort of look into this more, one of the keywords, I'll just choose something at random. Okay, so I've clicked on there, and sorry, apologies for this, my mouse, I think the battery's dying. Okay, got it again. So it gives you the keyword that I've chosen for is IP vanish versus hide my, yeah, and it gives you the first 10 results of that, what that would be. So it's basically breaking this down into all of these matrix, which you can deep dive and actually really get a feel for how many root domains are referring to these. Like for example, these ones are a little bit harder to rank, but for the other 8, you've got a good chance of ranking for them. You can see how old the domain is. So this one's still working out, but that's not too bad. How many external links there are, root domains, as I said, the page rankings and everything like that. And this gives you a high level picture of what Google thinks, which is awesome. So that's the deep dive aspect of it. The other pro that I didn't mention is you can actually put a whole bunch of keywords in here, your domain, and actually rank them. So previously you would have to use something like rank checker, which is they do give you a handful of items that you can actually, keywords that you can actually search, but it is a paid service. But with these guys, actually give you a handful of items where you can actually, a handful of keywords where you can actually keep track of. What else is there? Competitive research I've already covered. Boot camp. Now, if there was a con, or if there was a negative aspect of what you're gonna get for your $27 here, right? I felt that the 7-day long tail boot camp is a little bit old. I went through all the modules today in detail. Look, don't get me wrong. They're current. They're still applicable. I just felt that they were slightly old. To make up for it, I'll make a bonus video or something to sort of cover in what they've missed. Other than that, I also felt that the number of keywords that you're going to get for their $27, 15,000 might not be enough. So hopefully they will actually bump up that. I have heard rumors, don't quote me on this, don't guarantee me on this. I have heard rumors that they're going to bump this out up to 20,000, which is awesome. And there's no expiry on that, so you can keep that for as long as you like, and as long as you don't hit the 20,000, you're good. Which brings me to the next point, which is the upsells, downsells, and what other offers that you'll be offered after you buy this. So I've made a little chart for you guys. Here we go. So front end, you're going to have 15,000 keywords with no expiry. This may be bumped up 20, I don't know, but that's a rumor. Then you'll be offered the option of going on an annual plan. So basically, when you run out of these 15,000, the software becomes useless to you. So you need to sort of either get more keyword researchers or work out something. So to alleviate that problem, they've given you the option of going onto an annual plan, which is $97. So that covers you for 12 months, and that gives you 1,000 keywords per 24 hours. If you wanted more than 1,000, you can go for 25,000 keywords per 24 hours, and that's $197 per annually, right? If you didn't want to go for an annual option and you think that these figures are too much upfront, the downsell, if you will, is $17 per month, and that gives you the same thing, 1,000 keywords per 24 hours. Normally it's 37. Or for $27 a month, you get 2,500 keywords for every 24 hours, and that's $67 normally. So consider this as an upsell. If you don't take the upsell, which, look, let's face it, if you're serious about marketing, or if you're running a local agency and you need you're gonna run out of this really quickly if you're actually doing a lot of searches. So you need to get on an annual or a monthly plan. If you're gonna keep this in the long term, you might as well go for the annual and save some money. If you're strapped for cash, I completely understand, then go for the monthly option, whichever makes the most sense for you. Next, you'll be given the option of getting into what's known as the long tail university. And Spencer, who is the owner of this, goes into detail on how to rank for search engines, keyword optimization. So think of this as the upgrade of the boot camp that you'll get for free. If you're a novice marketer, I highly recommend it. Definitely get onto it. If you're an intermediate marketer, definitely get onto it. If you're an experienced marketer, I'm guessing you would already have Longtail Pro anyway, so this would be this wouldn't be applicable, but you will get it's a lot of value. Normally it's $397, and I don't think he's mucking around with that price, so he is giving you a great deal. As I said, if you're an experienced marketer and you don't have Longtail Pro and you know what you're doing, you don't need this. But for everyone else, it's worthwhile getting that investment. I think that's it, guys. I think I've covered everything else. Check it out. I'll leave all the links that you need down below this video. If you want more of a comprehensive review of what I think, check out the blog, and I'll have a couple of bonuses in there as well to complete this picture even more, to help you guys out. But thank you very much. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. All the best. Thank you very much.